Nice.
Welcome.
Hi guys, hi everyone. This is the usual
sharp.
the usual Wednesdays live announcement or live show. And of course everybody knows that it's Thursday and
it's not an announcement,
some of the guys asked if we're gonna like move it fixed to Thursday, but we haven't decided anything, so we would like to keep that flexibility in between Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I mean, we are humans too, and we need plenty of info so we can talk about like important stuff. Not like today, but for example, next week.
Also, sometimes it just happens that we're waiting for some decisions to be made or some partnership negotiations that are happening. And, you know, if it's happening on Wednesday afternoon, then we will definitely want to wait until Thursday. It's just...
Yes. So, do we have the questions there? Actually, I will just try to speak louder because this is the first occasion in my entire life when I was told that they cannot hear me, but they can hear David more.
Yes.
Because throughout my whole life, all of the teachers, friends, everybody was like saying like, why do you speak so loud? And why are you always shouting? And here I was the quiet one. So actually that's a pretty big thing for David. Okay, so...
who is that? I have a question. Who is that guy beside David?
Who's that guy? Oh, yes. oh, yes, of course. You guys probably have seen me with a beard every time so far. But you have to know that I'm usually coming without a beard. So... That is the basic Gabor, and usually the beard is for the winter time when it's very freezing. But I don't know why it was on for like half a year now, but I had to take it off because first of all, everybody was saying that I got old during this last 6 to 8 months in crypto. So I looked old, like 5 or 10 years older than I usually do.
You did.
So now I shaved, and hopefully I look younger. Who knows? Well, everybody said that in the office, but as they are paid, so you never know the truth. And the other reason is more a private and a family reason is that my little boy, second child, is expected in 2 weeks, and I really love listening to his heartbeat through mommy's stomach, and she didn't really appreciate the szúrás, stinging of the beard. I don't know how you say that. But so I shaved, and now I can listen to him, and that is a crazy thing if you experience it in life, by the way. So, back from the small talk. Hopefully everybody is here. We've got plenty of questions collected, and I'm gonna be running through these questions. So
yeah, just go ahead.
David is just gonna be like passively traveling with me, and then afterwards I'm gonna be talking about the agenda that's going to be on next week, because that is a very important one. Actually, I really much believe that people would love to hear that right now, but still need to put the things together for that one. And I'm also going to ask David at the end to talk about some structural changes that we had in the company, and if we still have time to repeat the staking and the resource development part, because I've seen that that is the thing that we need to talk about many times.
Yeah, just repeat it a lot of times, you know, and
gets known. All right, so let's jump into it. I'll try to feel more comfortable. So, first one, why did ocean cleanup stop? Okay, so even though we donated around $600K in dollars, $600,000 to ocean cleanup, they weren't really open to discussing in detail on what they have spent this money on. And honestly, we felt that this money is more important for us and the community than it is for ocean cleanup. So we tried many times to get some information from them, some not even partnership, just some info, what they are spending the money on, like transparency, which is key in my opinion. We didn't get it, so we basically stopped. And I'm pretty sure that Amazon Watch, Kiss the Ground, and Sea Turtles are going to be very happy with that amount of money that Ocean Cleanup would have received in the upcoming months. Of course, we will be looking for replacement for Ocean Cleanup, but we'll see how much time we have for that. Yeah. Obviously, everybody's expecting the business development side, not just gathering charity partners.
It's about really nothing else but us sticking to our values, about transparency, decentralization, and you know, accountability, and that's what we are expecting from ourselves. That's what you guys are expecting from us. So that is naturally what we are expecting from every single one of our partners.
And honestly, it's a little bit pain in the ass that you give $600,000 to somebody and they don't even answer what they spend that money on. I'm sorry, but I'm kind of frustrated about that.
Yeah.
Okay, second topic. Let's see. Text listing. Yeah, that is always the question. I know that is very important, but guys, what we want to do is to figure out the best possible strategy to go to the centralized exchange market. And we came out with the strategy that we are not going to just go to one centralized exchange, but we want to go to 2 or rather 3 right away. And that means that at the beginning, we're going to start with a smaller exchange. Smaller exchange, understand it as a top 30 exchange. Actually, we already have that deal. So that deal is tick, it's completed. But we will announce it with the other exchanges, and that other exchanges, actually we are talking with 6 to 8, no, actually 7, 8, 9, somewhere around 8 exchanges, and 4 of these are top 10 exchanges. And we are pretty close to getting a finalized deal with 2 of these top 10 exchanges. And once these are finalized, and this is not on us, I mean, we do everything that they ask for. Whenever they ask for material, whenever they ask a question, we deliver. That day, we answer it inside quarter of an hour. So, I mean, we're doing the maximum we can to make this happen as fast as possible. But you guys have to understand, and we already see the difference too. Experience. But we already see the difference too between a smaller exchange, which is still a big one, by the way, but a smaller exchange and a huge exchange. A huge exchange diligence process is just amazingly complex and long. So that's about the text.
And lots of red tape.
Let's see, ongoing negotiations. Yes. All right. Oh, why was Binance article removed?
Okay, a lot of people want to know what happened.
Yeah, a lot of people. Actually, we are very proud that we were on a Binance article. That means that some people from the Binance team are basically keeping an eye on us and thought that it's worth to give it a shot and write about us. Unfortunately, they took off the article. Actually, we contacted them right away, obviously, because we wanted to know what's happening, because that's a cool thing if you get on Binance, right? And they said that they can only write in detail about projects that are listed on Binance. And as we are not listed, obviously, yet, then they cannot have a detailed content about us. And if you write, if you guys ask how it got onto Binance, obviously it was a third-party copywriter, because they are not just using insiders inside of Binance, but they are using copywriters outside of Binance, and they wrote about us. But then in like 2 or 3 days, they figured out keyword search, whatever. Yes,
people are saying don't forget to drink.
Yeah, I know I talk too much. Yeah, and they just took it off. But the positive in it is that we started approaching them, started discussions about future possible cooperations. We'll see what's going to fall out of that. I don't want to tell any details regarding it. But one personal thing is that, and it's also not just a business, but a personal goal, is that I want to list NXTT on Binance.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I think around next Q1, it seems like a possible thing. But you guys have to know that Binance asks for $1 million for the listing, and they need a token 9 to 12 months old already, which obviously we're not eligible for yet. in terms of the token age. With the 1 million, we would even pay it right away. No questions asked about that. So yes, Binance will be there. The article wasn't shared because we wanted to show that we are going to Binance, because obviously if anybody knows the crypto world, they know that you cannot go to Binance as a young project. So that's all about that topic. All right. Did I hear about the Earth-2 FUD? Okay. Yes, I have heard about it. I have heard that the Earth-2 CEO talked about us, and I'm actually very happy and proud about it because...
absolutely.
Because I think there is two great things in that. First of all, it is an amazing marketing. And secondly, the project... well, it makes me proud that the project is at this level, that other projects talk about it.
You're doing something right when these things happen. Absolutely.
Obviously, this was expected, but not in such a short term. So that is a pretty positive thing to talk about. All right. Where should we follow NXTT prices? I think that is the best question of the day. So today I was looking at DEX tools, and actually DEX tools was refreshing their script at the time when I was looking at it, and the price was jumping between 0017 and 0013 like in every second. I was like a little bit worried, but in 2 or 3 minutes it got fixed.
Yeah, I think your blood pressure was following that.
Yeah, it was definitely following it. So it was fixed, and it was the price was perfect for around 10 to 50 minutes, and now it is actually like 5 or 7% away from the normal price again. So the guys weren't able to solve this huge issue of showing the normal price of the token. So right now it's showing less than the real value of the token. So guys, I think I can tell you not to look at the DEX tools part. Regarding CoinMarketCap, the guys weren't able to solve the showing the volume of the transactions because they are still excluding the biggest volume DEX, which is the Uniswap V3. And with DEX tools, with CoinMarketCap, we are in contact like daily and hourly basis, and I don't know what's happening there. I mean, I don't know. If these companies operate this way compared to how our IT works, then I think we're in for some pretty wild ride inside the crypto space.
Oh, absolutely.
Although I know that from some of the community's perspective, I mean, we are the ones who are reacting slowly for different kind of tickets and stuff like that. So perception is reality. Everybody is looking things from their own perspective. That's always the biggest saying of all. All right,
but that's what you get with decentralization. A lot of people are trying to work together independently, and at some point,
it's the Wild West. That's why there are so good opportunities, and that's why this whole ecosystem can be thriving. And it's not just going in a room and kneeling each other, but like you have your own ocean to swim in, and you can swim in with the others and stuff like that. But okay, so right now Gecko seems like the best possible solution, and our Discord feed. So if you want to get information on the NXTT price, I think that is the two best places to look. I personally follow it on Gecko, which is actually quite funny because it's not a real-time thing. So amazing. But yes, the text listing will assist this and will address this problem, and it's going to be a big help in this, because from that on, with the centralized exchanges, CoinMarketCap, Gecko, and all of these platforms have a very good direct connection, and it's through API. So obviously that is going to correct every one of these problems.
Yeah.
Okay, these were the most important questions that were written up for me. David, in the meanwhile, if you see anything, but
I'm looking at the questions right now.
If you have any type of question, just
you've answered most of them.
Feel free to follow up with those.
Absolutely. But people like your new style.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm pushing it Benjamin Button. I'm trying to age backwards. So we'll see how that's going to live on the long term in crypto. But actually, maybe that's a harder thing than the project Nexters and all of the other ones that we are working on. So what I've seen the new website, guys.
Me too. I also seen it.
I love
seen it before you did.
I have to, yeah. Too bad. I love it. I have to run through it a few times though, but I love it pretty much. And yeah, we're gonna have some news regarding that probably next week. So let's just jump into the agenda for next week, because we have plenty of topics, and I'm pretty sure that you are more interested in those topics than you're interested in our last 50 minutes or in the upcoming 50 minutes of what we are going to talk about. So next week's agenda is new website is planned. New website is planned for inside the next 2 weeks. We'll see if we can arrange it by next week. I would love to, because yeah, I won't say I would love to see it happen by my birthday, because that would be like basically impossible for the IT. But yeah, we'll see if we can arrange it inside of Q1. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
It wasn't actually on the roadmap, by the way. Text listing news. Again, every week we would just love to deliver this news for you guys. And we are doing everything we can. And whenever we get those answers that we are looking for, we are going to be coming at you right away and telling it to you. Maybe we can even promise that, I know we're not promising, but when we have these news, we're gonna like do one out of the box, and not even on Thursday or
absolutely.
Whenever it's happening.
When it's happening, we're gonna come live.
Just tell it to you guys.
I might just spoil you guys and just go live from my Twitter and
Oh, it wasn't that. Sorry. Price jumping. Yeah. You go to jail. Okay. So the ones that we're going to surely deliver for you next week are going to be our first Launchpad project.
Yes.
Even if we're standing on one leg all the way, we're going to do that. And I don't care whatever you're going to say about it.
No,
you have to say it.
Fine.
Because it's just
going to
like,
happen.
I think it's ready for like 2 weeks now, but we are just like, trying to make it
actually,
perfect.
You know what?
No. Now you cannot say it. It's for next week. But yeah, what do you want?
We're going to talk about the first two next week.
Okay, we're gonna promise one.
No, we already promised the first two.
And optionally we'll see the second one. Maybe we can add some cool stuff to the second one. But yeah, if we can talk about two, that would be amazing. We'll see. But one for sure. So we promise you guys one Launchpad project next week, and then I think that's gonna be starting to roll out like faster and faster. And David's gonna just tell you some structural changes inside of the company, why that could be happening.
Yeah.
Second is a strategic partnership announcement. Maybe that it's even gonna happen before our live announcement, so you're gonna know about it. But we're definitely gonna discuss more in depth on what that is all about. And the third one is an acquisition. We are signing it on Tuesday. It's already fixed, basically. But we don't want to announce it on Twitter, on Discord announcement, or anything like that. We want to announce it personally, because I think that is a really cool thing. And you're going to see how that's going to just, accelerate the whole metaverse type of entertainment part of it. So
it's just every single one of my childhood dreams becoming true all at once. That's all I can say about it.
Okay, so I think I'm past my 20 minutes. So David, please talk about the inside structural changes regarding the development pipeline and stuff like that. Why we will be delivering better and faster than we have been in the last 1 or 2 months. Although I have to tell to the community, I have to tell you guys that even though everybody is like expecting everything inside of 1 week and 1 month, but I mean, just look around. You can see projects that are delivering in 3 months, 6 months, or they haven't even introduced the new feature, a new thing in 6 months or 9 months time. And also in crypto, if you go outside of crypto, like centralized mainstream projects, they simply don't deliver anything. They deliver in years' times. Compared to that, what we are doing is just insanely amazing, and what you're gonna see in Q2 is just going to be mind-blowing. And you're going to be saying the structure for that, why that is going to be happening. And yeah, if we have some like spare time and you have some spare thoughts about the staking and
sure.
how the resource development and stuff could be happening and some info about that.
Yeah. Sure thing. Okay. So basically, I think we've already mentioned this a couple of times in the past that I've personally spent the last probably 6 weeks with completely restructuring how the product development and the entire operation of the company works. And that is because we needed to prepare the organization for scaling so we can deliver quickly and at a high quality as we promised to you guys. And it's really important for you to see through this whole process, and we always want to be very transparent that when we started land sales last August, we started growing as a company, as a business. We started growing the team. And really quickly, within just 6 months, we got to a point when we were already a lot larger in terms of a company than what sort of the organization was prepared for. So we really needed to restructure so we would be able to actually scale a lot faster. And to give you some numbers, 6 weeks ago, what we had was literally one product owner overseeing every single bit of development within Next Earth, with a development team of about 9 to 10 people that were working on everything. Whatever you can see on Next Earth, that's literally those 10 people and the product owner's job, the result of their jobs in terms of delivering them. Obviously, there are a lot more other people in the company that are working and making sure that we're growing, that we're operating, and everything is going smoothly. But the product delivery, the building part of everything, comes down to these people. And that, like 10 people, is not a lot. One product owner is a bottleneck, and we really quickly realized that. So we started putting together an entire organization structure in a way that it's aligned with our strategy, aligned with our vision, with our roadmap, aligned with everything that we want to do, not just in the rest of this year, but also long term. And we started having lots of conversations with development companies that we already knew. And we started reaching out to them so we could really quickly scale up the number of product owners that we have from 1 to 8. And also every single product owner getting a 5-people team, a development team that will be delivering different parts of the product end to end. So what I'm talking about is that we are in the process and in the late stages of scaling up the development capacity from just 10 people to 60. That's the sort of scale where the development team is going. And if you think about that, that really means that we're going to be delivering 6 times more stuff than what we've been doing, right? And for you to understand how that's been doing is that all of these development companies are partners of us, and we are in strategic partnerships. So some of them, in some cases, we're directly hiring people. In other cases, we're talking about potential investments or acquisitions of those companies, in a true decentralized fashion. We talk to the founders, we ask what their visions are with their development companies, and we help them realize that vision while they are also, while we're also able to bring them into the fold, and we can grow together. So long story short, we are now in the process of increasing our development capacity 6-fold. Today, I literally we interviewed one product owner and onboarded 2, and that's just today. So this is, and every single product owner is bringing a 5-people team with them. So technically speaking, only today we've onboarded 12 people, and they're all working, they're all going to be working in development. So from April, you're going to see how we're switching gears in terms of development. And when Gabor said that we're already a lot faster than other players on the market, wait until you see when we get to where we get to in Q2.
And the Q2, actually, we cannot say that we didn't progress much in Q1 because it was an amazing quarter, truly amazing quarter. But, January basically got consumed with the token launch itself. and February was with the refactoring from IT side and integration basically of the most important people, for instance David, and we started developing not just the structure but also the project. And then March, these went on, carried on. We learned the experience. We knew what we had to do, and then Q2 will be the one which is basically showing for the outside eyes what is going on, because we see what is going on inside, because those 50, those 60 projects are developing. But if you have one or two pipelines, that is going to be developing slower, which is, by the way, compared to mainstream economy, is still like amazingly fast. But what we see that this market, this company, the metaverse, crypto, blockchain itself is capable of, we have to live up to that expectation. Yeah. And that's what we were working on, and not just the structural changes, but the projects themselves we were working on. So the work was ongoing, things were developing, but I think the biggest problem that both of us have with David is that we are maximalists.
Absolutely.
And we don't want to deliver to you something that is not fully cool and completed.
The one thing that I'm really concerned about is I never want to overpromise and underdeliver.
Yeah, I'm the overpromising person, the company, by the way, because I'm the visionary, and I'm always 2 to 3 months or even 2 to 3 years in the future. And it's really hard to talk to you guys, and would love to tell you everything, but then I also have to, keep myself backwards so that I don't make the work of these guys like a hell of a bad ride, because we are in this to enjoy it together, and I think Q1 was actually, I know we are still in Q1, but I think we can talk in terms of
I think so.
But Q1 was amazing. It was what we dreamed about of doing in a business and progressing in a business. And what I see is that Q2 is going to be unimaginably different and on a higher level. And yes, this is the doorstep where we enter, and it's like a trampoline too at once. Like we can jump to the next level. So I'm so very much waiting for Q2.
Let me just give you a bit of a recap, because we started the first quarter without a token.
Yeah, without the token.
And we started the quarter with about 30,000 landowners. So in this quarter, we practically doubled the number of landowners that we had. We launched the token that went quite well.
Not well, it went amazing. Come on, it went amazing.
It's
0005 was the smallest price, or you had 3 zeros before?
0005 was the smallest, yeah.
But 0 at 0005?
Yeah.
Okay, then, guys who were with us from the beginning, they are already cool.
It's crazy.
The others can be happy about it. Chart lovely.
And we've laid down the foundations. You can see
what we're going to be delivering. Surely.
Yeah.
And then we have basically laid down the foundation of something that is going to be becoming pretty huge. And these kind of signs that we had so far, actually next to the Binance, we've also been mentioned of CoinDesk, if I'm right. These are the things we still have to figure out on the channels, on where to communicate everything that we have achieved, how to communicate that with, how to collaborate with the community themselves, how to bring the information as fast as possible to you. We already talked about that. We're gonna have cameras inside the office, so you will,
which is already happening.
But regarding new websites, regarding new content, new white paper, new lines of communication inside our systems, inside the company, outside of the company, with community, with key opinion leaders, etc., etc.
And also
restarting the marketing, because we basically stopped the marketing in the last one and a half months, because obviously if you go to the website right now, it's nothing compared to what we are doing already. Like the platform as a service, not even one word mentioning that.
Yeah.
And I think that is key essential. So these kind of things have to be refreshed. And yeah, of course, we could have been burning the money because luckily we have it. But I mean, we have to respect that because it's not our money. It's the project's money.
Yeah.
So we have to deliver the maximum return on investment on the funds that we have, and yeah, sacrificing 1 month so that we can have a much better return on investment and bringing awareness as a much higher level and better vision project, better communication project, etc., etc.
And actually, on that note,
much more better.
We did promise about cameras in the office. We did promise about just giving even more transparency. And I just want to say that right now we actually launched our TikTok account where we will be publishing a bunch of amazingly sort of insider content about what's happening within the Next Earth office. You can reach us at nextearth_official. That's the TikTok account name, nextearth_official. And actually, I'm just gonna go in and say _official. So I just commented it into the YouTube video. And so go on and take a look and just look behind the scenes of what's happening at the Next Earth office. And I think we might still have some time to just go through staking and the resource management bit again. You did ask me to do that.
Yeah, actually, I would be like really happy to just leave this room again because like 35 degrees says it's like a Bikram yoga room. But maybe community is first. Say a few words that you want to mention. I just like kind of lie like this. My face is going to be covered.
I don't think anybody can hear you. I don't think anybody can hear you.
Good. That's perfect. Not hear me, not see me. And now I'm going to talk about the centralized exchange list. The secret part. Who is the top 3?
All right. Yeah. So I just want to highlight how staking will work. I did say that it's gonna come in June. Oh, there you go. Oh, hold on a second. Where is Gabor? All right. Cool. So, guys, staking is coming in June, and as we already said, every single one of your tiles are going to be generating 1 unit per month, and you will be able to buy staking wallets from your units. We've already published a blog article with the specifics about the pricing of the staking wallets and the actual numbers, so go on and take a look. And basically, the actual staking wallets, the actual number of NXTTs that you will be able to stake in the staking wallet will be determined by the number of ties or by the ties that you have. We're going to be releasing more and more details as we get closer to June. As you can see now that we're scaling up the development team, we're actually going to have one team dedicated for the token. So anything about the launch, but anything about the staking, anything about the tokens utility, we will have a dedicated team dealing with just that. So we will be having developers working, I wouldn't say 24/7 because that's probably illegal because of labor laws, but the development team will be.
But that's the target.
Yeah, but people will be focusing on increasing token utility full time. So that's really important. And as we've already said, that the size of the decentralized reward pool will be determined by the actual amount of platform fees paid into the businesses that operate on Next Earth. Some of them are going to be coming through the Launchpad, and we've already said we're going to be launching the first Launchpad project next week. I can confirm that. I'm actually want to personally aim to announcing the first 2 Launchpad projects next week. But in order to get the whole thing started, we've made a one-time decision to make a one-time commitment of $1 million.
$1 million. $1 million.
Oh, look who's back.
Of course, I jump onto $1 million.
$1 million worth of NXTT into the decentralized reward pool. That's our give back to the community. So it's gonna have like a strong start, and that's about the staking. It's coming in June, but units will start generating tiles earlier than June, or tiles start generating units. Sorry, I still need to drink some water.
Yeah, and in the meanwhile, I'm gonna just jump in because I still have something.
Take the opportunity. Go ahead.
Every single time, I'm going to be telling you this before the text listing, centralized exchange listing, is that those NXTTs that are bought before the centralized exchange listing will be more valuable in
they will
terms
have extra
of
utility
features than the ones that are bought after the date of the centralized exchange listing.
They will have extra utility.
Thank you. That's all for today.
Yeah. Also, I've been seeing a bunch of comments as we were talking, and a couple of people were having some issues with their land purchases and some marketplace things. So let me just reiterate, if you're having issues with your land purchases or any kind of land transfers, please make sure that you go over to Discord and open a support ticket. We have a full support team ready and at your disposal. So I think we all know, you guys all know who I'm thinking of in the comments. So we're here to help you. I hear you. Go over to Discord and open a support ticket. We're here to help you. Also, the other thing that we talked about last week is resources on land, and that's also something I want to elaborate on. What is going to happen as we turn the whole Next Earth platform into a platform as a service model is that through a set of APIs, developers will be able to start using the stats that the land has. And right now, that's just what the land type is, what the tile type is. Is it urban? Is it non-urban? Is it water tiles? We're going to expand on that and start adding points of interest, utilities, resources, minerals, climate data, biome data, elevation data, all of those kinds of things onto the tiles. So you will be able to basically pull all that info in through the API, and every single business that will be launched on the Next Earth platform will be connected to the resources, to the land stats, and that's what basically is going to be the main driving factor behind the whole Next Earth metaverse. Businesses operating, delivering their own services and everything, but then they're also going to be connected to the resources. And I did mention gold and whatever, and it's not just gold, it's going to be basically any kind of resource and mineral that we can come up with. It's basically, we're turning the Next Earth metaverse into a whole, like, huge real life game of civilization where every single one of the resources have an underlying asset that's an actual real business, and they will have value. And that's a really important thing, because this is a really scalable solution for us to start onboarding hundreds of businesses onto the platform and make sure that every single one of those businesses do recreate an entire economy in a very equitable and fair way, which has been our vision from day one.
Nicely said.
Boom.
I was looking at the questions and I just forget the ledger. I've seen everybody, like, not everybody, but some of the people, and
some more than others.
I realized that it's very important for them.
It is very important.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I have to confess, I haven't asked the IT. David, do you have any information on ledger capability, or how?
I don't know. I need to take a look at the roadmap, the public roadmap.
Call in Attila and Silur.
We're gonna figure that out right now.
Yeah, we're gonna ask.
I haven't looked at the public roadmap
today. It's not
today.
about, like, we're blocked from the whole world here. I mean, we have the guys inside the company. So if it's important for you guys, we're gonna ask.
And also, what's really important is, as I told you about the scaling up the dev team, right? The moment this bottleneck is solved, which is within the next two to 3 weeks, we're going to be able to just deliver a lot of stuff a lot more quickly.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
Oh, me too. Yeah.
And I know that the community is just like as my perspective, like they can't wait for that.
Put your seatbelts on, guys. It's gonna be a wild ride.
Guys, we would feel the exact same way. It's totally cool. No offense.
Yeah, and once the dev team is scaled up, it's all gonna be about area management, ledger support. Every single one of your questions are gonna be answered based on the roadmap that we're gonna be able to deliver a lot faster on.
Okay, here's Silver. When is it realistic that we're gonna be supported by any of the ledgers, or what do we have to do for that, or is that like?
Yeah, we need. People are asking about ledger wallet support.
Because an XTT is an ERC20, it's most likely already supported. Because on Ledger you can already like support.
Okay, and I've heard.
Test that. You have your ledger here.
I don't.
Okay.
You have your ledger in your hand. I know.
Okay, we're gonna.
Technically, it should be possible.
Okay.
Can you test it, please? And then we're gonna just write it back to the guys. If not in the next 5 minutes, because we will have to close this down because it's already more than 40 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And we.
But the short answer. The short answer was
our blockchain architect is going to like test it. But the short answer was.
It is already technically supported because it's an ERC20 token, but we're going to just make sure that we double check it. And if it does work, then we're going to put together a tutorial on how you can make it work on your own ledger within the next couple of days.
Yeah, and sorry for not answering that for like 20 consecutive sessions because we just had to show it. But every time, the ledger is important. But,
yes.
We had other focuses, let's put it that way. So it was always like, the +1 on the meetings and everything, but yeah.
Okay, cool.
But now hopefully we're going to have an answer, and then we're going to have an official answer, and every time even the support guys will be able to tell it to those community members who are interested in this particular question.
And also, again, a lot of questions are coming. So...
Wait. Where do you see these questions? Because
on YouTube.
Maybe I'm in the.
I'm following the YouTube
because
live.
I'm on Discord and it's like fun, but like 5 things.
Yeah, I just go where the community is. It's right? Yeah.
Yeah, and I work.
So here's the thing. Centralized exchange listing, and after that we're gonna do the airdrop and the burning.
I'm gonna steal this.
Look at the guy. He's just like. Laptop number 1, laptop number 2, laptop number 3.
Yeah. I couldn't switch to Apple from my Asus because I don't know. I'm just a boomer. That's all.
Boomer. Boom.
Luckily, I'm not head of IT, so.
Yeah. Okay. So I think I'm done with the questions. I think we've gone through probably most of them.
Yeah, usually the same questions. We're gonna talk about those on detail anyway when it's actual. Yeah.
All right. Cool, guys. We're launching Twitter Spaces at 5, so make sure that you chime in. And as always, thank you for being with us today. And
we didn't mention that with the new website there's going to be a party.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, there is going to be a party, a new website launch party.
I have no idea about that party, but I wanted to announce it.
I have a couple of sort of information crumbs, but it's kind of Jan's thing.
Yeah, young guys.
The money Jan is doing some interesting stuff about the new website launch. There's going to be a couple of sort of Easter eggs and rewards and games that we're going to be playing. And I think they were also talking about like a DJ and a live stream. But I don't know
maybe tonight we can come up with some cool ideas for that party.
All right, guys. I think that's a good way to end this live stream.
Definitely. Silur's not back with his test regarding the ledgers, so we're gonna be, I don't know, answering on Discord or announcing it somewhere when we get the info.
Yeah. Please, just as a parting note, please keep looking at the public roadmap. Once we onboard all the new product owners and the devs, we're also going to update that with a lot more specific issues that you guys are all addressing in the comments.
It's not updated now, but it's going to be.
It's going to be updated. So keep following that.
It's going to be updated with the new website.
No, because the new website is coming
I didn't
a lot.
know about it, and I'm the roadmap guy. So
the new website is coming a lot faster than the new devs. So first we onboard the new product owners, then they start working for a week or two, and then we're gonna have all the capabilities to update the roadmap.
Amen to that.
Amen to that. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much as always.
Thank you very much.
See you next week, and see you on Twitter Spaces
Enjoy
at 5.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.